Hello, I'm Dennis Cometti. Get ready, it's time for Sunday afternoon football. Well, I can understand why the players don't like to travel, but it is great to be back in Sydney. With me in the box is Richmond Titan Matthew Richardson.
What a game we have here today, Dan. There's been quite a build-up for this one.
They run on in full confidence. They're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banner looks great and everything is spelled correctly. Mind you, I'm the last man to ask. Here they come. We have the toss of the coin. Port Adelaide winning the toss. Opening round of the AFL season, and what a match we have. One of the most eagerly anticipated matches ever held at the SCG.
At the end of the day, round one is only played for 4 points, but there's that little bit of extra excitement generated when you can't wait to start the season off with a win.
The players are all eagerly awaiting the sun. Here we go. It's the Swans versus the Power. He applies the tackle. Grundy onto the ball. White, you gotta pass the ball. Stabs the ball. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. A long kick there. Off the ground. Westhoff just stopping for a quick dance. Rydick did not ease up. Young pummels him, but the kick gets away in time. Nankervis controls it. It's in the air. So what can we say about that attempt?
That's one of the worst kicks I've ever seen, and I've seen plenty.
Disappointing kick there.
Alia's got a few tricks up his sleeve, so defenders will have to be on their game, and the ball goes out of play. He gets a fist to it. Ebert pushing his opponent in the back then. Jack slams the ball to his boot. He can't hold on. Smith is happy to see it through for a point. A point doesn't really help their cause, Dennis. Alia kicks it to himself. He gets boot to the ball.
The ball bounced to the advantage of the opposition. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Simply outplayed the opposition there. 60 metres out. Franklin to kick on a 30-degree angle. It's certainly not the easiest of shots, that's for sure. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. I would have expected him to nail that. He opts to play on with the ball. Thumps the pigskin. A mark by Jonas. He opts to play on. Puts boot to ball. It was all his.
Pomsch can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. White kicks it. Nankervis with a strong mark. Lining it up with the goal now.
Going for goal number one. It's in the air. That shot wasn't meant to hit the flag. Ball over the boundary line. Kicks hurriedly. Young couldn't keep his hands on it. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Approaching the goals now. Port Adelaide by 2 points. Disappointing kick there. Alia assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Oh, rush through from behind. Fans of both sides seem unhappy about that one. I would have expected him to nail that.
Alia has a lovely kick on him. If he can utilise that in heavy traffic, he will become crucial to his team's finals ambitions. Young getting into position for the kick. Young takes a shot. The Power get the goal.
Oh, he'll be loving that goal when he sees it in the highlights package. Young happy. And there's the bounce. Rydick is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Sinclair. Cleary puts it on the boot. Pomsch clearly doesn't get enough attention. Rampy gets the ball. He gets the hand pass. Rampy feeling the pressure. Gets the quick kick away. He plays on now. Nothing presenting. He fires it to an empty space. Out of bounds on the wing. Puts boot to ball. And the mark will be paid.
Sydney just can't buy a mark out there. They need to start looking for some easier options when moving forward and try and get some marks inside 450. Papley with the mark. Puts boot to ball. Cunningham with real good use of the body.
45 metres out. Cunningham whacks one on the boot for goal. Goal. The first goal for Cunningham. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here's the bounce. Hit by Ryder. He has the ball. And we have a ball up. Huge leap. Grabs the footy. Hartlett with a big bump to Canterbury. Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop pass. Rowan sends the ball on its way. Heaney soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Kicks it long. Simply outplayed the opposition there. McVeigh will have to put everything into this one. Good mark by Franklin. 30 metres out. Famous last words, I know, but this is a goal he shouldn't miss. Goal to Sydney. The Swans have scored the last 2 goals. The Swans in the lead.
Franklin is one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club.
Kennedy has the ball. That was all Cleary. Slams it on the boot. Marked by White.
He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. He opts to play on. Puts boot to ball. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. Young wants to play on. He slams that on the boot. He steals the ball on the bounce. Young kicks for goal. Jeez, poor kicking. Port Adelaide trails Sydney.
Disappointing kick there. He looks for a man on the lead. Westhoff takes advantage. Westhoff steers the ball towards goal. Port Adelaide goes back in front. I gotta say, that's even a better goal the second time around. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Here's the bounce. Sinclair, I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. Heaney collects. Jonas gathers it, gets it away in the nick of time. Jack gets the interception on the bounce. Hanbury intercepts it, gets boot to high. Hands like dinner plates. Intercepted by Franklin. Franklin tries his luck with a shot at goal.
His way to becoming one of the best in the league. Heaney slams the ball to his boot. He kicks the ball. Good mark. Jack kicks the ball. Franklin takes the mark.
Jams it on the boot. He gets above the crowd. You'll need a long-range boomer from here. A set shot on a 30-degree angle. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. Ryder wins the tap. Terrible timing by Sinclair. Takes control of the bouncing ball. Out of bounds in the pocket. The ball is in the air. Ryder with the tap. Casanova would have been jealous if that picker. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp and will get a ball up. Guided by Ryder, able to grab it on the half volley. Kennedy dishes it off to the running man. Choose to kick it. Nice mark there. Hand passes. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. Picked up the ball, gives it to the running man. A low kick from Jack. Franklin couldn't hang on to the ball. White onto the ball, finding the running player. Head down now as he goes in for the goal. Franklin taking a chance at goal. More bounce than a dodgy check. Good tap from Ryder.
Managed to rack up a big number of marks. It's easy to see why they're leading this match. And the ball crosses over the boundary. Pomsch kicks the ball. And the ball goes out of play.
Heaney slams it on the boot. Jonas was surrounded. He needed to mark it, and he did. Played on, puts boot to ball. Kennedy with the mark. Bumps the pigskin. Jonas puts it on the boot. Boat feeds the hand pass out. Kennedy shoots it. Laidlaw takes the mark. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Laidlaw aiming for the goals. That's 4 in a row for Sydney. The Swans by 20 points. Big thump from Ryder. White kicking the ball free of the pack. Has he? Yes, he's paid it.
The Swans have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Port Adelaide need to stop trying to outmark the Swans and just get a fist into the contest. Nankervis lines up. Nankervis has a kick. It's on its way. Missed them all.
And the ball crosses over the boundary. Smith with no time to delay with that kick. He's got the footy in his hands. Bumps the pigskin. McVeigh looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one.
It's clear that the Swans have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. And the ball is out of play. Sinclair hits it. He hand passes it. Cunningham goes for home. He's missed the goal. The Swans are in front.
That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Levick waiting to bring it back into play. Jonas alone for the uncontested mark. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. White plays on. That's a massive kick. Strong mark.
The Power have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. Gray kicks the ball. Good hand skills there.
Chips it down towards half forward. Bounces favourably for Cunningham. He's injured. Can you tell us more, Richard?
Cunningham will be heading off the field. That looks really serious to me.
Pomsch sends one up towards the wing. Hanbury takes the mark uncontested. Gets boot to Leather. Marked by Ryder. He plays on now. A lot of possessions for him. He lays off the pass. Bumps the pigskin. Great grab. Boyd puts it on the boot. The ball over the line. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in.
Ryder, he's just a real workhorse in the ruck, and I reckon his teammates really appreciate his uncomplicated approach to the game. Boat getting it off the side of his boot, and the ball goes over the boundary line. Sending it on its way, Smith marks it. He's got a hold of that one.
Kicks hurriedly. Hartlett passes it. Rampede intercepts it. Sends it on its way. Craig having no trouble taking that one. Siren soon to sound for quarter time. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. That ball's travelling. The big kick for goal goes straight through. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. The bounce is dead straight. Tapped by Ryder. He gains possession. He lays off the pass. Sends it on its way. Has been given a break. The scores are Sydney 38, the Power 23.
The Power need to recognise the opposition run on and take some...
The second quarter has begun.
The winners in life constantly think in terms of I can, I will, and I am.
Ryder did not ease up. Kennedy there to mop it up. Intercepted by Ebert. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. The umpire wants to ball it up. Ryder had seen better swings on a condemned playground. Hanbury throws the ball. Free kick. Sends the Sharon on its way. Kennedy marks it. Gets boot to high. Franklin sticks out his hands and collects the ball. The umpire wants to ball it up. Ryder directs it down. Kennedy bumped off the ball. He's got the football now. Boat working like a bricklayer who gets paid by the row. Pass by Pollock. Puts the head down as he runs in. Rydick sinks the long kick. But Adelaide have scored the last 2 goals. The Power, no need to worry just yet.
Ryder may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure.
That replay shows just how good that goal was. Sinclair with the mighty fist. He takes control of the loose ball. Gets the loose ball. McVeigh with the running catch. Approaching the goals now. Soccers the ball away. Parker not getting much of it, Richard.
That's right, Dan. His opponents are all over him.
Pittard won't hit the intended target. Boat, the better man there.
Boat always has the ball on a string. The umpire says play on. He drops the mark.
Curtis going for number 1. Through for a point. But Adelaide having trouble with their misses. The Power trailing by less than 2 goals. They're still in this. Disappointing kick there. Needs someone to break hard. He's ready to bring it back into play. Kick by Aaliyah. Couldn't complete the mark. Goes short with a hand pass. Pollock drives the ball towards goal. He'd like that one again. It was a shocker off the boot. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Smith kicks it forward. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Jack up. A rushed hit. All of a sudden, the ball has become a hot potato. Quickly disposed of by Homsch. Jonas with the ball. Gains possession. Rydick with the mark. Jams it on the boot now. Craig has it. Boots it. Pollock takes an uncontested mark. Jams it on the boot now. Nice work from Gray. As Darren Hinch would say, shame. And the ball goes over the boundary line. The boundary umpire is called to the footy. Neither ruckman giving an inch. Rydick guides it. He gets his hands on the footy. There'll be a ball up close to goal. Rydick looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Kept alive under pressure. Rampy picks up the loose ball. A lot of possessions for him. Takes possession. Choose to kick it. Nankervis over the top.
Nankervis has an elite ability to elevate off the ground. It's played on. Good hand skills there. It's out on the full. Port Adelaide will take this free kick. And the ball goes over the boundary line. Kennedy boots it. Hartlett marks it.
Hartlett kicks hard along the boundary line. Great, the better man there. Gets boot to leather. Like working in a telephone box. Look at him go. Couldn't pull it off. They'll have a throw in. Mills claims it.
Mills takes a lot of marks during a game, but a lot of them seem to be judged. Kennedy puts his boot on it. The ball has been grabbed on the bounce. Aaliyah has the football. Smith has him for holding the ball.
Smith slams it on the boot. Sinclair, enjoying a height advantage, kicks it. His mistake costs him a possession. Tackle, but gets the handball off. A big kick by Jack. Patley gets the mark without contest.
The Swans could just been so dominant in the marking contest, and it's given them the perfect platform to kick a winning score. Rowan has a kick. Shocking kick, nowhere near the target.
And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. He wants to play on, choose to kick it. Over the top he comes. Booted by Tartlett. Omst gets the upper hand. Well, you've got to move faster than that. That's holding the ball. Rowan sends the ball on its way. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Jonas, not wasting time, elects to play on. Hartlett is starting to get a lot of the football. That had some power behind it. A solid mark from Aaliyah.
It's clear that Sydney have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Grundy kicks it. McVeigh with the ball. Puts boot to ball. Hanbury with an easy mark. Sending it on its way. Parker marks it.
Boots it. Franklin with the pass. He runs for home. Booted by Heaney. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. 50 metres out. Patley pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Sydney in front. It's not the score he was looking for.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time the Power stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. Jonas wants to play on. He gets boot to the ball. It's a mark.
Run control to Major Tom. Great grab. Boat opts to play on. Kicks it. Rydick has it. Trims the grass with that one. Westhoff drops it. Kennedy goes back to collect the ball. A free kick and several tick. Kennedy puts it on the boot. The ball is socket. Great, looking like a Manchester United player. Mills has had plenty of it, Richo.
He seems to always be in the contest, Dennis.
He's a ball magnet. Rydick was clearly holding the ball there. Mills gets a less than pretty drop punt away. Gets boot to leather. Well, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. And the mark will be paid.
The Swans keep dominating in the air and the scoreboard reflects it. That's a nice, strong mark. He slams that on the boot.
Jumping at shadows. Mills lays a hard tackle and forces the ball to spill out. Pollock kicks. Marked by Westhoff. And he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. A chance to add one more to his tally. No good. Too many behinds on the board for Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide trailing, but they can still easily catch up from here. Disappointing kick there.
The Swans have been taking the time to size up the right option at the right time, so they haven't been hurt on the turnover. And that's why they're on track to win this match. Hanbury gets the footy.
Kicks it long. A mark by Cleary. He opts to play on. Handballs from the tackle. Laidler shoots for goal. Drifts wide to go through for the behind. Sydney leads by 9. It's not the score he was looking for. Parker with the mark. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Cunningham marks. Boots it. And the ball goes over the boundary line, close to goal. It'll be tossed in from the boundary. You can see the determination on the ruckman's faces. Sinclair with the mighty fist dishes it off by hand. Rydick puts it on the boot. Kennedy has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Takes it well. This is a great angle to kick from. He boots it. And you have to say, that is magnificent. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. And every handball short.
Jack's a smart guy, but he's got to keep a cooler head so he can make the right decisions more often. A good hit out there. Clurry with the kick. Puts boot to ball. A great mark under pressure.
Delivers the footy with a beautiful drop punt. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Gets boot to high. Great grab. Let's have the shot at goal is as good as the delivery. Curtis might struggle for this distance. A nothing kick. Great mark over the pad.
Gray can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy. It's played on. He boots it. Ebert with the mark.
Kicks. Pollock controls. Boots it. He misses the mark. Smothers. Gains possession. Curtis lays it off by hand. Wow, what a nose for those loose balls. Sends it into the open paddock. That kick has covered a very long distance. He gets above the crowd. Casanova would have been jealous at that pickup. The ball over the line. Boundary umpire will throw it in. Umpire lets it loose. Sinclair punches it. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Jams it on the boot. Kept alive under pressure. He hand passes the ball. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal.
Sydney have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Port Adelaide need to stop trying to outmark the Swans and just get a fist into the contest. Impey with the ball. He plays on with it.
He's kicked that straight into the confectionery stand, out on the floor. The ball goes over the boundary in the pocket. Parky hooked it like it fluffed forward. The Swans in front. And that's the end of the term with Sydney 47, the Power 31.
If they're to get back into this match, Port Adelaide, they'll need to move some of their A-grade midfielders into the middle to win some more clearances.
The third term is underway.
Do not let what you can do interfere with what you can do.
It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. Rowan marks. Jams it on the boot now. Grabs the footy. He grabs it on the run. Impey kicks it. Marked by Curtis.
The Power have been able to take more marks out there, but most of these have been from playing possession footy. They need to start taking a few more risks out there. Smith with handball. White decides to send it to space. Gray with the shot. It's in the air. Jeez, poor kicking. The Power patrolling.
I would have expected him to nail that. He has a few options. Dixon was hit with such force that he couldn't hold on to the footy. Boyd controls it. Penetrating hand pass. Grabs the footy. Young just stopping for a quick dance. Hits the running man. Rydick has had plenty of it, Richo.
Yes, he's had it again, Dennis. He just seems to be everywhere tonight.
Yet another possession. Out of bounds it goes. The ball is returned to play. Sinclair nicely outclassing Ryder. Jack has the ball. Quick hands find the running player. Kicked by Boak. The ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by White. Hanbury intercepts it. Great onto the ball, finding the running player. He's running hot, Richard.
Yep, Dennis, he's a class act.
He's running hot, Richard.
Yes, he's giving 100% right now.
That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. Sends the Sharon on its way. Takes it well. Rydick is able to squeeze a kick through the pack. He has space for an easy mark. Nice drop punt. Out of bounds near the 50. Shoulders locked, eyes on the ball. Sinclair decisively. White with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Nicely intercepted by Jack to high. Grundy chucks the ball away. Takes possession. Passed by Nankervis. Rydick aiming for the goals. Sends it home with a mighty kick. 2 goals can bring this back for power.
Ryder has a nose for goals. You wouldn't want to bet against him, even on the tightest of angles.
Kennedy runs past and gets the ball. A lovely drop punt. He shouldn't have bothered. A chance to add one more to his tally. Sydney by 15 points. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Rydick nicely outclassing Sinclair with the ball now. Takes possession. Boak going for number 1. He's driven that ball hard, but it's a miss. Big trouble for Port Adelaide. They need to kick a few now. I would have expected him to nail that.
Sydney have been so precise with their disposal and with their delivery their forwards have been receiving. It's no wonder the power was starting to fall behind. It's through for a point, and the points continue to grow.
He'll be disappointed with that effort.
Sydney have been so precise with their disposal and with their delivery their forwards have been receiving. It's no wonder the power is starting to fall behind. He's got a handball away. Franklin finds the running player.
And the ball crosses over the boundary. Throw in from the boundary line. The throw is accurate. Sinclair with the hit. Lobs the pass. The pass too slow for the running man. Gathered by Impey. Levy tries his luck along the ground. Goes by hand. Parkick lays it off to the running man. Rydick feeds it wide. Wins the hard ball.
Gray has no trouble getting up on top of the packs, but sometimes he just can get his timing wrong. If he doesn't lift, I think it'll come to the stage where the coach will ask him to be a bit more disciplined in the contest. Nankervis lining up with the goals. Nankervis goes for home.
Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. Aaliyah boots it. Ball crosses the boundary, and he stepped over the boundary line. The boundary umpire is called for the footy. The ball going back to the players right now. Punched by Sinclair. Bounces favourably for White. Approaching the goals now. Dishes it off by hand. Jack should be embarrassed by that. Kennedy gathers. It's like he has the ball on a string. Westhoff there to mop it up. McVeigh with the picker. A rushed kick. The ball finds its way into the grateful clutches of the opposition.
Grundy really wears his heart on his sleeve. Sinclair with the tap. He takes a quick ballet break. He sends it to an empty space. Ryder lining up with the goals. Ryder with the shot. It's in the air. Perfect kick.
Both ruckmen had their eyes on the ball. The ball bouncing well. Sinclair without a touch. The clearance by Ryder. Strong mark. Choose to kick it. Great mark under pressure. Kennedy sends one up towards the wing. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Drops the ball. That decision was like taking a beer to a job interview. Not a very good idea. Bumps the pigskin. McVeigh claims it. A lovely drop punt. Good mark by Nankervis.
Port Adelaide have taken plenty of marks, but they haven't converted enough into goals. That's why they find themselves trailing. He kicks the ball. Bo claims the ball. He just wants some attention. He kicks the ball. Good mark. Westhoff lining up with the goals, concentrating hard as he lines up the goal. The ball's up. Score for Port Adelaide.
Nothing separating these teams now. All is in readiness. A dead straight bounce. Sinclair, I've seen better swings on a condemned playground. Chips it down towards half forward. Smith read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Bumps the pigskin. He's like he's on a tightrope at the moment. Look at that fancy footwork. Doesn't quite manage to pull it off. Great try. In the end, it wasn't enough to keep the ball in. Sinclair hits it. He gets his hands on the footy. Young over the top. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. He gave it a crack, but it sailed wide of the goal. If they narrowed the goalpost at one end, that ball is just not hitting the target for Port Adelaide. It's not the score he was looking for.
Alia, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He lines it up with the goal. Gray has a kick. The ball's up. Gray puts it through.
The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce is straight as an arrow, punched by Sinclair. The bouncing ball is controlled. A short handball. White delivers the ball forward. And the mark will be paid. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him 35 metres out. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Good tap from Ryder. He's got the football now. That kick has covered a very long distance. Takes it well. Lining up the goal now. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
This one's a dead set.
40 metres out. Port Adelaide with a comfortable 3-goal lead.
Westhoff. He's got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster.
Strong mark. He steadies now in front of goal. 50 metres out. The ball is thumped towards goal by Westhoff. Fantastic goal by Westhoff. His kick is forward. This kick stretches the lead. More bounce than a dodgy chip. Punch by Ryder. Grundy with the ball. Cleary with the interception. Ebert with the running catch. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. And the mark will be paid. He pumped that one. Great mark.
The Power have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Sydney need to stop trying to outmark Port Adelaide and just get a fist into the contest. Lining it up with the goal now.
Shot at goal by Nankervis. That ball's travelling. Nankervis gets the goal with an ambitious kick. This lead getting bigger now. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Good fist. Grundy with the football. It's like he has the ball on a string. Omsch collects it, lobs the handball. Sharing is caring. Chips it down towards half forward. Gets boot to leather. Great mark under pressure. 50 metres out. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. The spiralling torpedo from Lloyd. Boak has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. Moves it quickly by hand. Nankervis slams one on the boot for goal. He takes an uncontested mark. That's a massive kick. Mills soars over the pack and takes a ripper. He's got eyes like a pterodactyl with contact lenses. Good mark by Ebert. Choose to kick it. Ryder had no chance at that one. Very quiet by his standards. Marked by Kennedy. Gets boot to leather. Marks.
Sinclair obviously loves playing for the club. I can't imagine him being anywhere else. He kicks the ball. Gray, just the better man in that contest.
Bumps the pigskin. He shouldn't have bothered. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Kennedy gets his man holding the ball. He'll get the free. Kennedy sends one up towards the wing. A low stabbing kick. Boat grabs that one. Play on is the order from the ump. Chip kick along the wing. A good job keeping it in play there. Great with the pass. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Kick that straight into the behind post, out on the full. He's hit the behind post, on the full, free kick. I guess it was worth a go. Approaching the goals now. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Word is this guy is the most reliable kick for goal in the side. 30 metres out. A chance to add one more to his tally. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. And it's close to goal as the ball goes over the boundary line. Boyd sends the ball on its way. A good job keeping it in play there. Doesn't quite manage to pull it off. Great try. Well, he tried and he failed. We'll have a throw in. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
Not a chance, Dennis.
He'd like that one again. It was a shocker off the boot. The ball crosses the line. Kicks it. Nice hands. Drake lines it up. He puts it out of bounds on the full. Out of bounds it goes. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Bartlett pulls the trigger with the ball sailing for goal. Port Adelaide with the ascendancy over the Swans, leading the match 84-53. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
Alia is a great kick, and if he can maintain that accuracy under pressure, he'll elevate to the elite category. Rampy boots it. That's a nice, strong mark. Canterbury puts his boot on it.
The Power in front by 31 at the end of the third quarter.
Sydney will be pretty happy to go into the huddle and regroup.
Richo, how well are these teams performing?
The stats are close, but the scores are very different.
That's a unique spin on things, Richo. After the break, the players should be eager to get started and finish the game with a win for their side.
The more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning.
Drake hands the ball straight to his opponent. What was he thinking? Lloyd is streaming past and gets the footy. Going for goal number 3. It's going. No good. Port Adelaide are in control of this game. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
The Power forwards are marking everything and converting their set shots. It's meant that the Port Adelaide midfielders have had complete faith in their forwards and are using them as the preferred avenue to goal.
Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. Dixon loves that. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Great bounce. Sinclair with the tap. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. The ball picked up. Franklin again, Richard.
You're right, Dennis. He's an absolute ball magnet.
It's like he has the ball on a string. Parky picks it up. Cleary did not ease up. Goes by hand. Ryder boots it. Nankervis marks.
It's clear that Port Adelaide have been practicing their marks during the week. They've racked up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. The loose ball is collected. Smith has the football. Ryder blocks it. He handballs it. Kennedy intercepted that well. He's got a handball away. He gets the hand pass.
Ball goes over the line and out of play. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. works it across the ground. A great effort. Franklin taking aim. 60 metres out, and he's kicking on a 30-degree angle. This could prove difficult for him. No, you've got nothing but sympathy for a man who doesn't score. They really needed a goal there. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Levy kicks hard along the boundary line. Jonas got under it.
The dominance we're seeing from Kapower at the moment has come mostly from their running goals. They just haven't been able to get up to the contests and take a mark inside forward 50. He lines it up with the goal. He gets boot to the ball. That's a mark. He steadies now in front of goal. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. The goal for Port Adelaide.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball is bounced. Rydek with the tap. Takes possession. That had some power behind it. Nankervis with no time to delay with that kick. He kicks it gun barrel straight. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Bounce is dead straight. Rydek gets onto the ball. The umpire will ball it up. Tap by Sinclair. Sockers the ball away. Homsch has had plenty of it, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
He gets another possession. Mills heads in for the goals. Cunningham grabs that one. 45 metres out. Jams it on the boot. Franklin with a chance if he keeps a cool head. 50 metres out. He's looking to add another. Franklin with the goal. 5 goals and he's showing no signs of slowing down. He's the danger man.
Franklin, he's one of the most astute decision makers in the game. Footy is becoming more and more a thinking game, and you can't be out there purely on physical ability. He's a great asset to his club.
Marked by Beaver. Send the top in, big fella. He wins the contest. The umpire allows play at the traffic around him. Sweeping handball. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. White sends one up towards the wing. Controlled by Nankervis. Nankervis thumps the ball for goal. It's like giving a bazooka to Mr. Bean. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. A great effort. Jams it on the boot now. The contest, no match for him.
Sydney just can't find a free man inside 50, and it's really having an impact on the scoreboard. Ryder with the ball. He lines it up with the goal. He kicks the ball.
There'll be a ball up close to goal. Tap to advantage. Westhoff with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. A chance for both teams to set up as the ball crosses the line. Sends the Sharon on its way. Mills with the pickup. Gathers the ball. The ball is thumped towards goal by Nankervis. The big kick for goal goes straight through. Nankervis with his second goal.
Third avenue to goal.
That replay shows just how good that goal was. Nankervis shows the goal umpire the right signal. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Sinclair, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. Impey passes it. Polek slams the ball to his boot. Strong mark there. Nankervis puts his boot on it. Alia with the mark.
Jams it on the boot. Great mark over the pad. The ball being picked up before it makes its target. The loose ball scooped up. Boyd laps up the misplaced footy. It's his.
Sinclair with the tap. Jack handballing to his own advantage. Alia being penalised there. Young lines up. Young has a kick. The ball's travelling only behind.
It's not the score he was looking for. Not a pretty drop punt, but it gets away okay. Rampede working like a bricklayer who gets paid by the row. You wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. Young with a great kick. They increase their lead. That's 2 in a row for Port Adelaide. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Cleared by Ryder. Perhaps he was trying to audition for the ballet. Intercept by Boak. Sinclair dodging for no reason at all. Impey with the mark. Chips it down towards half forward.
The Power haven't taken many inside 50 forward marks, and their ability to nail goals on the run is what's keeping them in front of Sydney. Gray pushing his opponent in the back then. Mills boots it. Parker with a strong mark. Puts boot to ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Gee, a long kick there. He marks the ball. Sending it on its way. McVeigh with good strong hands. He gets boot to the ball. It's a mark.
Impey puts it on the boot. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark.
Hanbury has the passion for this game, and that shines through every time he plays. Parker with the mark. He kicks the ball. Flurry takes the mark. He boots it. Boat takes the mark uncontested.
Run control to Major Tom. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Ryder gets onto the ball. Hanbury sticks out his hands and collects the ball. He's got the footy in his hands, lobs the pass. My goodness, the wee ball has gone so high there'll be snow on that one when it comes down. That drop punt works well for Questoff. A good mark under the circumstances. Man Curtis winds it up 25 metres out, kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. That could be the final nail in the coffin. The replay capturing everyone's attention. What a goal. He gives the ball away. Kennedy threading the needle right there. Gets boot to high. A clean pickup. Sinclair takes him down, but the kick is away. McVeigh gains possession through the interception. He shrugs the tackle off there.
It's clear that the Power have been practicing their marks during the week. They've wrapped up plenty of catches, contested or not, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Gray kicks it out of bounds on the full, and the ball is out of play. He kicks the ball. Hanbury marks it.
Stabs the ball. Marked by Boak. He lays off the pass. White with the kick. Nan Curtis gets the upper hand. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. That ball's travelling off by a matter of centimetres. It looks like Port Adelaide have this one in the bag. Disappointing kick there. Aaliyah plays on. Kick by McVeigh. Mills gives the ball to the man on the run. Parker dodging for no reason at all. Gets boot to high. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. 50 metres from home. Bumps the pigskin. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark. That was the peg.
Jonas has so much potential. He could just be anything. Kept his composure then. Rampy with the kick. Ebert gets a favourable bounce.
Good mark on the run. Hartlett kicks hard along the boundary line. Young alone for the uncontested mark. Kicks. Marked by Nankervis. The ball is slammed towards goal by Nankervis. That could be the final nail in the coffin. Disappointing kick there. Great grabs that one. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger. So they tell him 50 metres out. Hits the running man. Yet another possession. Chalk up a goal for Port Adelaide. Ryder getting another. That's 4 so far. This league. Lucky we have that goal recorded because it was first rate. He's enjoying that goal, and why not? The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Ryder aims for his man on the ground. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Opportunity now for Young. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. Young taking a chance at goal. Strong mark. Takes his time as he lines up for goal. It's okay to have butterflies. Just get them in flying formation. Opportunity for Dixon. 25 metres out. From this angle, it's a bit like flossing an alligator. Not easy. Methodically, the umpire bounces it beautifully. Big man does nicely. A clean pickup. He's got the footy in his hands. He gets the hand pass. Nice torpedo. White. No one troubling him there. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. I would have expected him to nail that.
Well, fortune favours the brave. It's time Sydney stopped playing safe with their possession and took the game on. He gets it under pressure. He boots it.
Grundy is an absolute leather magnet, and for those who think there's no such thing, spare a thought for my wife and my wife. He doesn't know the meaning of the word fear. In fact, it's fair to say he doesn't know the meaning of a lot of words. The umpire has bounced the ball. Rydek with the punch. Ebert comes away with the ball. He has the ball. Nankervis. Hand passes the ball to the runner going past. Nankervis goes goalward. It's through. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Tapped by Sinclair. He controls the bouncing ball. Handball finds Ryder. And the mark will be paid. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 60 metres out. It's in the air. Drifts wide to go through for a behind. If this game were being played on water, Port Adelaide would be walking on it. Disappointing kick there.
Alia, he's creative with his game. He always makes an appearance on the highlight reel. He boots it. A good contested mark there. Hanbury takes the opportunity. He slams that on the boot. Not much time remaining in the match.
Homsch has a head which is much better than his feet. If only he had 3 heads, 1 on each leg. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. All eyes are watching. Nankervis missed everything there, and the ball crosses over the boundary. What a valiant effort from Port Adelaide.
Set your goals high and don't stop till you get there.
At the end of the game, the scores are Port Adelaide 156, the Swans 60. It's all said and done, it's real, and it's been fun.